Hello! In this video I wanted to talk about a certain TV show that came out recently. Yes, I'm talking about Fate during Saga, or in Italian, Fate, which means fairy. I remember very dearly the cartoon which the series based. I was in elementary school when it came out, the perfect target. And I remember the toys, the costumes, the gadgets. And we were pretty obsessed with WINX. I remember playing with my friends, my schoolmates, and pretending to be one of the fairies and defeating evil. But when I was in middle school, there was a hating movement towards the cartoon. But I had a change of mind. Then Netflix came out with the TV show. I don't know what to say that hasn't been said already, but these are my opinions. This series had the potential to be at least a decent show. They could have expanded even more the world of the cartoon, explaining many things that we as kids didn't bother to think of. Since they wanted to go with the dark route, they could show us that magic has serious consequences, that it wasn't everything sparkles and glitter as we saw in the cartoon and as we remember, that the world of magic is actually cruel, full of dark and bloody secrets. But nope. Teenage drama with questionable actions, unnecessary explicit language, and an extreme attempt to be edgy and too over the top. There were a lot of things that I didn't like and that so many people pointed out. Like Terra, Bloom, Musa, the outfit choices, Sky, Riven, Beatrix, the logic behind some actions, and even how magic works in this world, which is based off emotions and how good are you to control them. Actually, I have so many questions about the series, like the world in the series they called it in another way, while in the cartoon it's called the world of magics, which is another dimension different from the Earth. And the various region and the region of Solaria, for example, in the cartoon, is a whole planet. Places like Solaria or Domino were planets, and Alfea wasn't part of Solaria. It was like a neutral space where everyone from magics gathered to study. Throughout the series, I was questioning how the real world, Earth, and the world of magic were connected, because it isn't very clear to me. The characters mention various things that are Earth things, like name of places, which I really doubt that they know, because what do they know about the Earth? In the cartoon, we know that Earth and the magical dimension were separated and they didn't know about each other. The people on the Earth didn't know about the fairies and the dimension of magics, while in the dimension of magics they know that Earth existed because in ancient times there were fairies, but they didn't know anything about it. So my question was, in the series, how much the two words know about each other? How did they work? Did they work like in the cartoon, or did they work differently? Did the magical world existed like Earth? I mean, the places on the Earth are the same places in the magical realm, but named in a different way. Like, for example, Solaria is just the state for us, or another country. Or is it built differently? I mean, the world building for me, it's very confusing. And for some ways, I'm really curious about to know more, because I'm really obsessed with world building and how things works. But yeah, besides those questions, it got better in the end though. But there were also some disappointments. In the end, I have so many mixed feelings about the show. A little part of me hoped that they were gonna show us the WINX Club under a new light. There weren't even the WINX as a group of friends. I remember that in the cartoon, the character decided to team up and they called their group WINX. In the Netflix series, it's just the name of the dorm which the girls are in. I mean, it could have been like a sort of recall of the original WINX. I mean, it could have been like an homage to the real WINX, that there were this group of fairies that studied in Alfea and they became legends all over magics. But they didn't go for that. I mean, they didn't took other people, they didn't took a new world story after what happened in the cartoon, after the real group of WINX. It could have been an interesting thing. But anyway, yeah, so much potential that got wasted. But in the end, this TV show made me appreciate even more the cartoon. It has its own flaws, of course. The cartoon has its own flaws, of course, but it will be a part of a joyful period of my life. So, what's your opinion about Fate, the WINX saga? Did you like it? Did you not? Did you watch it, or did you avoid it at all cost? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to know others' point of view. A good thing that came out of this experience is this drawing. Remember in the WINX, I also remembered W.I.T.C.H, which is another cartoon that is part of my childhood. And I remember discussing with my friends about which cartoon was better. Anyway, you can see the final drawing in my Instagram, which I invite you to follow for more content. And as always, like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to see more in the future. So, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.